My husband sent a love letter to his ex while we were engaged. I don't even need to read this story because I already have an opinion. Also, if you hear hooting and hollering, I don't know what sports are on today. It's a Saturday, but my neighbors are having a party. My husband sent a love letter to his ex while we were engaged. I'll start off by saying I, 31 female, have trust issues. I wonder why. Been in some pretty bad situations, so I've developed a bad habit of going through phones and things. Love the honesty. I got married in August of 2024 to my husband, 38 male. We've been together for 3 years since July of 2021. Okay, so only 3 years. Let's feel this out. I recently went through his email. I wasn't searching for anything specific at all, just browsing, a little bit of investigation work. I clicked into some of his subfolders, one titled Local Government. In it, I find an email exchange between him and his ex from August of 2023, just over a year ago as of this time. I attached the original message he sent her. You're providing the love letter for us? You make this too easy. We had been engaged for 6 months at that point. At the end of the email, there were 2 Spotify links to songs. I clicked the link to the songs. It is Together Again by Janet Jackson and Time by who? Who now? Some of y'all are probably gonna hate me for not knowing who this is. Sorry. The woman doesn't reply right away. She eventually does on his birthday in October, and he asks for a time to catch up. They scheduled a time, and looking back, I see it was while I was out on a Saturday working. I did some more sleuthing, and it looks like he was apologizing for how they ended. I was under the impression that they ended years ago, but I found in his email that I guess they were still talking when he and I first started dating. And she found out in a shocking way and was really hurt. I'm pretty upset about this, but should I? You're not really asking, should you be? Is this email that bad? Am I overreacting? Ma'am, I haven't even read the letter, but you're engaged to someone who is sending love songs and a love letter. Where's the question in this if it's wrong? Am I overreacting? Also, I'm not sure what to do. We just got married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get probably divorced after this. Sadly. We'll see where it goes. It was a year ago, but we were engaged. But he actually deleted all of the thread except this one message and hid it in a local government folder and also a folder called NYSC. So I feel that he knows it was wrong. I'm pretty hurt he would say these things to another woman, but maybe it was just a closure thing. I don't know. Thoughts? I need the letter. Let's get to the letter. I need to see what's in it, all right? Before I read the letter. Let's hydrate. I have iced green tea in here. It's delicious. It's a new recipe I saw on TikTok. Cheers. Oh my God. Rude. Hope you're having a good day. Oh God, that's good. Let's get to the love letter. My dearest, said name. I hope this message finds you well. I'm sorry it has taken me this long to write this, but it has weighed heavy on my heart for quite some time. You are such a beautiful person with a sweet, kind, and caring soul. The moments I spent with you were some of the best moments of my life. Oh God, God of mercy. And I will forever cherish them. I think about you often, okay, and wonder how you are, if you're okay, and if you received all the love that you deserve. I'm sorry that I never told you enough times how important you were to me and how much of my heart you had. Still have, I think. You are one of the best things that will ever happen to me in my life and one of the most important people I will have ever known. The memories we shared are one of a kind, and you are one of a kind. I'm deeply sorry for any hurt I've ever caused you, and it saddens me when I think of the pain you experienced. I never deserved you or your love. I'm not writing this expecting a response or forgiveness. I simply wanted you to know that I've never forgotten you and I never will. You hold a place in my heart that's permanent and everlasting. Let's erase that from your heart, shall we? You are so special to me. Memories of you only bring me joy and reminders of all the good times we shared. And there were so many. I could write so much more, but I'm starting to get a little emotional thinking about the time we spent together. If you ever want to catch up, you know where to find me. I hope one day I get to see your face and hear your voice once more. I love you forever and bro. Oh my God. Closure? Ma'am, he is still in love with his ex. This is a beautiful message. Not when you're engaged to be married to somebody else, okay? He obviously feels very highly of this person and what they might have had, and is still very much in love with them. Obviously. Kill me. Like, that's horrific. I can't believe what I just read. Back to the story. We got an update after this initial post. I apologize this has taken so long, but an update. I mentioned in the other thread that I was going to discuss with my therapist before confronting my husband. My therapist had a medical emergency and I ultimately could not wait until the next time I saw them, so I confronted my husband about the letter, as well as some sexy photos, including a nude I found in messages that he sent to himself during the course of our relationship, including one from 6 months ago. Okay, you're married to a cheater. Sorry. In the letter, he basically came clean about the end of the relationship with his ex. He said that while they did break up years ago, as he had told me, they still talked occasionally, sometimes saw each other, and would sext. Okay, so very much not closure, but perhaps a reopening and a new relationship here on the side. He said that he knew a long time ago he would never be with her long term because of some cultural differences between the two of them. He said that he still had hope. She found out he and I were dating because he made me a playlist on Spotify that had a picture of us kissing as the cover photo. And since they were friends on Spotify, she saw him listening to the playlist. He said that was really shocking for her and broke her. Well, it sounds like he was just sleazy to both of you. And that he had been living with the guilt of it for years. It had been weighing on him so heavily that one day he decided to write her that letter because he did not want her to think that she meant nothing to him. How kind and noble of you. That he didn't think of her as a piece of trash he could easily discard. That she was important to him and that he messed up. However, he also said that he exaggerated the letter. Did you exaggerate the sex as well in the naked photos? Or he does not feel as strongly as the letter reads. He does not currently love her and has no desire to be with her. This is a bunch of bullshit. He said the meeting with her, which was on FaceTime, not a meeting in person, actually did not go well. He did not get the closure he thought the letter would provide, but he said he doesn't need it and it doesn't matter. He said he always wanted to tell me about all of this, but he was never comfortable because I am just such a jealous person. Oh, I wonder why. I never made it a safe environment to share what happened or the guilt that he has been harboring. He said he only loves me, he's never loved someone more than me, and only wants to be with me forever. Girl, you don't want my advice on this because it sounds to me like you're not going to want to hear what I have to say. On the sexy pictures of other women, he said that they were photos of girls his friends were sleeping with. They would send them to him and he would save them. That's who I want to call husband. I don't know about you. However, he never actually looked back. Oh, shut the... Guys, I don't think I can read through this. I'm gonna need a therapy session after I film this video, and not even for myself, but my anger right now. However, he never actually looked back at the photos, and it was stupid of him to save the pictures. Disgusting on all men, by the way. Like sending other women's nude photo. Disgusting. Disgusting. This is the second time I've gone through his phone, both times finding stuff I did not like, and he was pretty upset with me. He feels that if you were to go through anyone's phone, you will find stuff you don't like. That's why you shouldn't do it. While he does feel remorseful for what he did, he feels like what I found needed more context. He didn't say this verbatim, but he essentially feels that in his heart, he knows he doesn't actually want to be with anyone else, nor has he done anything physical with anyone else, so he doesn't feel that bad. He thinks my insecurities have been a problem our entire relationship and that I have not actually given him a reason to even look through his phone in the first place. Oh, I think you have plenty of reason. My husband also admitted that he proactively deletes text threads with women, even completely innocent threads with friends, because he not only feared I would go through his phone again, but because he gets so scared how I'm going to react by seeing another woman's name on my phone. Oh my God, I hate this story. It's been a couple of weeks and we argued a lot the first week and a half. You're still with this man? Oh, bless you. We haven't been arguing lately. We're trying to move on. But honestly, I am so angry. I am angry with myself for going through his things. I am angry I never took seriously resolving my trust issues from past relationships. I regret doing it and I wish I hadn't. I fear I'll never be able to get over what he did. You don't have to. So many things are triggering me. I am angry that he would disrespect me and our relationship. I am hurt that he would say those things to another woman. I am confused how he can write those things to her and then tell me he actually didn't mean it. Because he's lying to you. He's lying to you, girlfriend. I'm sorry, but did you not say they sexted and saw each other occasionally and talked? What is happening? Ultimately, I decided to see a new therapist to directly address my past relationship trauma and your current relationship trauma. My current therapist I mainly used was unpacking family trauma and figure out how to move past this. I am also reading a book on trust and healing. If people have additional questions, ask away. Edit. Oh no, she edited this. Oof, harsh comments. Maybe the way I worded my post, I understated that my husband was sorry. Yeah, I didn't get that. He did apologize, agreed that what he did was objectively wrong, and that he should not have done the things he did. He did also say the other stuff that I said above, but he did take accountability and was sorry. He also said he would be more forthcoming with information to help build back my trust. For example, this morning, I came into the room and heard him on the phone with a woman. He told me her name, but I honestly couldn't remember who she was. When he hung up with her, he called me to remind me how they know each other and explain what their conversation was about. That said, I understand some of the comments. I just wanted to provide clarity that he did take accountability. Essentially, he has promised to stop reaching out to exes and people he dated or hooked up with. That is what I found the first time I went through his phone. He likes to keep in contact with these people. Then he should not be in a relationship. He kept saying, well, I keep in contact with everyone, and I had to explain to him that he hasn't slept with everyone. He might have. You have to have boundaries with certain people when you are in a relationship. He seemed to understand that. I also asked him to block this specific ex. He wrote the letter too, but he was kind of resistant to the idea because he felt like it didn't solve the problem. No, the problem is that he's still in love with his ex, clearly. But he promised if any of his exes were to reach out, which he doesn't think they will, that he will tell me. Girl, listen, you're not gonna like me and what I have to say. Just be glad I'm not in the comment section because I doubt you're ever gonna hear my opinion, but I think this is just foolish on your part, in all honesty. I mean, hey, your life, you choose what you want to forgive, but to me, it's screaming all the red flags in the world. And is that really how you want to spend the rest of your life? Like, that's your brand. You just married this person. That's your partner for life. You want to be worried all the time. You want to be going through phones and feeling insecure because he quite literally said, I will never love someone the way I loved you to a woman a year ago that he used to sleep with and date, and now he's sexing. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this is even a thought, y'all. Is it just me? Am I not forgiving enough? Cause bye-bye. I'm not spending my life. That is not, I'm sorry, but no one deserves a love like that in this life. You get one life. That's the person you're choosing? Girl, you don't know your worth. You don't know your worth, and it's quite sad. It's quite sad. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments, y'all, okay? I got my eyes on an update, but sadly, I don't think she's strong enough to leave. So, we'll see. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. I'll see you tomorrow.